Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to share with you my experience having an HSG test done. And my animals are being a little bit needy today, so if you see them in the background, that's why. I have Gabby over here in the window. I have my dog on my lap, another kitty on the bed, so bear with me. Anyway, I am going to probably butcher the name of this. It's an HSG test, which stands for hysterosalpingogram. I'm sure that's not how you say it, but basically it is a test done for women going through infertility issues, which if you've watched any of my vlogs or if not, if you're new, my husband and I are going through some fertility issues. And I'm trying to show you guys along the way what's going on, but the last thing that we had to do was the HSG test. And usually they say, you know, if you're having something done for the first time, do not Google it, do not YouTube it, don't do anything. In this case, I am extremely glad that I did. I had it scheduled for probably a month, so it gave me plenty of time to look up the procedure online. I didn't Google it, I just YouTubed it, and basically 90% of what I watched was accurate. And I'm glad that I did, just because I really had no idea what it entailed. I didn't know what was going to happen. My doctor had told me basically they're just going to shoot dye through my fallopian tubes and take an x-ray just to make sure there was no blockages. So that's basically all I knew. She didn't give me any graphic details. I did find that out online. So I'm just going to take you through my experience, what happened. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I won't lie. I won't, nothing. I'm going to let you know exactly what it was like. So I had it done on Thursday, and this is now Monday. I kind of wish I would have filmed it the day I got it done, but I was going to vlog, but I was so incredibly nervous that I couldn't. And right afterwards, I only had about a half an hour before I had to head into work, so I really didn't have time to sit down and talk about it, but I do have time now, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so it had to be done at the hospital in the x-ray room. I went in, got registered, and they sent me back to the x-ray room. I had to fill out, I think it was just one piece of paper, and then I think we sat there for about 10 minutes, if that, and they called me back. And there was like these 4 doors, they had numbers on them, and it was basically a little mini closet. It was probably half the size of a changing room. They sent me in, there was 2 gowns in there. She told me I had to take everything off and put the gowns on. I put one on the regular way where the back is open, and then you put the other one on the opposite way, so the front part is open, so you're not exposed, because I had to walk from the changing room in the hall to the x-ray room. So I got changed, I went into the x-ray room. I think there was like 4 people in there, but actually before I got there, my doctor met me in the hallway, and she was going to take Carlo out to the waiting room. They said that they don't allow other people in there, and I was like, why? Like, basically, you know, because of the radiation and everything. Getting exposure, that's not good for people. And I was like, well, can he please go in, because I'm really, really nervous. And he took off work to come, so they did let him go. He had to stand in the corner with a lead vest on. But I believe there were 4 people in the room. They told me, you know, we're just going to take a picture of your abdomen. And I was so nervous, and I was like, oh, can I please pee before we do this? So there was a bathroom right inside the room, so that was good. So I went to the bathroom, came out, I laid down on this really, really hard table. And they just took a picture of my abdomen. And then my doctor came in, and she was getting everything ready. She had this table with a bunch of stuff on. I didn't want to look at it. But at one point I looked over, and there was a syringe. She was pulling up something, and the needle was that long on it. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, where is that going? But she was just pulling up, I think it was anesthetic. That I'm guessing they shoot through the catheter. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I did look at that. Freaked me out, so I quit. I didn't look. I just stared at the ceiling. And they didn't have stirrups on the table, so of course you assume the position and, you know, put your knees up. and she told me, okay, we're going to get started. I'm going to put the speculum in, which the speculum for a pap smear, that's scary, but this one, I didn't see it, but it felt like it was at least 3 times larger than a regular one. So anyway, she got that in, and opened it up, and it was just like the normal, like, it's just uncomfortable. There was no pain, it was just uncomfortable. And then I was just laying there. She really wasn't saying anything. No one was, saying what was coming next. I don't know if I wanted to know, but so that's in. And then I felt her like screw on something. I don't know what that was, but everything is going good. And then I felt this extreme, like, I don't know how to describe it. It was like a hot pain, like a burning pain. And usually if I'm in any pain, or if I'm, I don't say anything, I'll just lay there, like, you're not going to be able to tell that I'm in pain. Well, I blurted out, oh my gosh, what was that? And I couldn't even stop myself. It hurt so bad. And I was like, what is that? And she's like, that was a catheter. And I was like, okay. And then it was in, and I could still feel it. It wasn't quite as bad, but it going in hurt really, really bad. And then she said, I need you to cough really hard. And I didn't hear what she said, and I was like, huh? She's like, cough really hard. And when I coughed, I didn't know what that was about. But later on, when, we were finished, I was like, what did she do when I coughed? And he said she pushed something real fast, which that she was blowing up the balloon. And I had watched a few videos where people said they didn't have any pain except for the balloon was excruciating. Well, I don't know if because she made me cough, I didn't feel the balloon at all. I didn't even know she did that. It was really, really quick, apparently. So she blew the balloon up, and then she said, okay, we're gonna bring the x-ray technician in and get the pictures. And I was like, okay, please hurry up. But at this point, it's just uncomfortable. There's just so many things going on. I'm just uncomfortable. And then she said, I'm going to take everything out but leave the catheter in. So she took, I don't know what all was in there, but I know the speculum was in there. She took a few things out, then the speculum, and then I could have my legs down straight, which when all that stuff came out, it was like such a relief of all the pressure that I wasn't uncomfortable anymore. I could feel the catheter. I felt like a garden hose, like whipping around. I don't even know. That's just the first thing I thought of. But I could just tell there was something still there. So I'm just laying there, and then the x-ray technician came in, and he's like, okay, I'm ready, push the dye. She pushed that dye, and I wanted to come up off that table. That hurt so incredibly bad. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like, it was sharp, it was burning, it was like a ton of pressure. And he took the pictures really quick. It probably honestly only lasted maybe 5 seconds, I don't even know. But if it would have lasted a couple more seconds longer, I think I would have passed out, because that pain was excruciating. It was awful. But as soon as she was done with the dye, which, like I said, I think it was only like 5 seconds. It was not very long. They took the pictures, and then she's like, okay, I'm going to take the catheter out. I took that out, and I was immediately, the pain was gone. I did have cramps, but they were just normal, like, menstrual cramps that I usually get, so that didn't bother me. But actually, at the beginning, when I laid down, one of the girls that helped me up on the table, she's like, do you know what this is going to be like? And I said, oh, I've YouTubed it. And she started laughing. She's like, honestly, a lot of women just say there's like mild cramping. And I was like, well, that isn't what I watched. So yeah, do not believe, unless you're like Superwoman and you honestly don't have any pain with this. I don't know, but it is not mild cramping, let me tell you. And I'm not like trying to scare you, but I'm just letting you know what it's like. So anyway, she took the catheter out and just some mild cramping. She showed me the x-rays that they took, the pictures and everything, and there was no blockages, so that was good. And then they let me go to the bathroom and get cleaned up. And then they took another picture I'm not really sure why, but they took another picture just like they did the first picture, and then I was free to go. And yeah, so I had cramping for probably, I would say 2 more days, just like regular like period cramps. I did wear a pad the first day just because the dye, and they clean you with iodine, with a lot of iodine, so that was still kind of there. And they said, you know, the dye will eventually come out, and so I wore a pad for the first day, and that's all I needed. There was just a little bit of dye that came out, but yeah, so that's my experience. I do not ever want to go through that again because it's just awkward, you know, like, it's just awkward. It's like it's just awkward. I'm glad it's over with because I was very stressed about it because I knew, you know, I watched so many videos about it and people were like scaring me. But honestly, I would recommend looking up videos because you're gonna want to know what it's like. And even if you know the worst of it, maybe that's not going to be your experience. Maybe you're only going to have the cramping. Maybe you're going to have the severe pain with the dye. I'm glad that I knew what it was going to be like because everything that I watched is what happened to me, except for the balloon. I did not feel the balloon. I suggest maybe telling them, I don't know if they'll tell you, but maybe telling them, you know, when you're going to push the balloon, make me cough, because I don't know if it was something in my mind because I was doing that I didn't notice she did that, but that's a tip, I guess. But yeah, hopefully you found this informative. Hopefully I didn't scare you. I just wanted to be truthful how my experience went with the HSG test. Glad it's over with. And yeah, I'm going to do a full video on like our infertility stuff and what we've been going through. It started the very beginning of April, and this is the beginning of July. So it's been about 3 months that we've been doing different things. So yeah, I just want to like catch you up in like an actual like sit down video about what all we've both been going through. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below and I'd love to answer them. And yeah, until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Swish, swish, bish.